I forgot my mic wasn't even plugged in. I don't have enough points for the bit. I'm sorry, Celestial. I'm sorry. But how y'all doing? I spaced out so bad when I got home because of how work was. Like, just I had to run a shift that had my brain everywhere. You don't show up enough. I mean, you come when you can. It's fine. I try. Yeah, like what matters is that you come when it's not like messing up your sleep schedule or anything. I work a lot. Exactly. As long as it doesn't interfere with your sleep schedule or work schedule and whatnot, it's okay. Because that's more important. But this is the drawing I said, trying to adjust my mic so I can move it. This is the drawing I had in mind the other day because Sprout Fight stuff was shown and I was like, I want to do Sprout Fight because I completely missed it last year. I completely forgot about it. And I was like, I really want to do something. So I figured out a prompt and, you know, which one I want to do. And I doodled this real quick. So, you're currently playing by Daylight with Friends stuff. You're good. Just have fun and be careful of the dangerous builds. That can ruin fun. But basically, it's supposed to be with the prompt, sunshine. And, oh, we're doing customs. Ooh. I've never really played Dead by Daylight. I've seen some funny stuff for it, but it's good if you're doing custom matches. That's good. But yeah, the prompt we're doing is sunshine. And I thought, why not draw Sorores and Amma dancing? Wow, another I'm sorry, dear. But thankfully I'm off tomorrow, so I can take my time with this. Because I thought of making it really detailed, but I don't know if I want to make it shaded detailed. I'm not sure yet. But we shall see. Maybe make my brush a little smaller. Gonna play next Samana anyway. Have a good lurk, dear. I forgot I have a little pen tool that I can use to get finer details because it's so much nicer than my normal pen. Choose this one. big of an eraser. Perfect. 25 streak, let's go! Yeah. His streaks are getting bigger and bigger. But that's about as fluffy as it would be. It wouldn't really poke from beyond her cap. I'm trying to think. Because I thought of them intertwining their hands. So... let me do it quick. Oh yeah, Sora's has only 3 fingers, so... I realized, like, I literally am curling my... I do this a lot to get an idea on, how to pose hands, but, as much as my other hand is hurting. So, I'm literally curling in my pinky, and then, like, intertwining my other fingers just to get an idea on how they would be holding their hands at this angle. It's so funny because I realized Emma has 2 fingers curled. I don't know why, it just seems funny to me. I don't know why, but it does. Hello, hi yuppies, how you doing? Also, Twitch, how dare you not notify me? Twitch has been a little funny lately, I will say. But it's okay. It's not the end of the world. But today we're working on the drawing that I had in mind, but I hadn't gotten to because, of course, you know, my wrist decides to hurt. Well, it's more on my knuckles, believe it or not. That one, like, I felt that, like, way up in my head. I finished a piece of the text art. That's good. Yeah, bless you. Thank you. But yeah, that had force behind it. You know what I'm tempted to do, actually? Just... I can't draw hands very well. So, instead... What happened there? I have no idea. The music's a bit loud. Is it? I have to move my microphone out the way. Does that help? Move it down a bit lower. Because I'm trying to get it, to where it's not too loud. Yeah, sounds good. Okay. Just, I'm afraid of blasting my ears out. I don't want to blast you guys' ears out either. It's not a good thing. Hearing is important. Let's go ahead and get the rest of Amma drawn in. You got the points? Thank you, though. Oh yeah, by the way, funny story with this drawing. When I was trying to decide on what I wanted to draw, I was like, you know what I'll do? Because I can't decide, I'll leave it to being decided by D&D dice. D&D dice are very random. And I'll roll a prompt and see, and if I want to do a palette as well, then I'll decide. You know, I'll just roll it to decide. And okay, so it's sitting right here at my desk, just this little, This little die, it came with a dice jail. It's based on a slime. And I cannot stress this enough. It kept rolling very high and then oddly low. Like, no real randomness. It kept rolling 5s, 16, 14. It rolled like 4 nat 20s. And I was like, is this die loaded? There's no inserted stuff or anything into it. It's just a pure resin die. How is this possible? And I had Riven look at it. It has some little bubbles at certain parts of the die that make it a little loaded. This is an official die from WotC themselves. And it's loaded. I couldn't believe it, but I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna rely on that one. But Celestial knows the die I'm talking about, because I've never really used it. And now I know, don't. Don't use it. Oh, what are we drawing? It's something for a Sprout fight because they put Sprout fight stuff up. And I wanted to draw something because I didn't do it last year. And I settled finally on the prompt Sunshine. And I'm drawing Sorores and Amma. Like, they're supposed to be basically having a very cute little moment, like dancing in the woods in a very sunshiny spot. But we're getting there. Oop, wrong way. And Amma's supposed to be essentially just in awe, because Sorores is usually never so brave. Like, you could say Amma in terms of things like so much as hand-holding, she has to instigate everything. From like, oh, let's go on a date, to like, you know, like, even so much as like, say she ate half of a pretzel and was trying to ask Sorores, hey, do you want the other half? Sorores isn't the bravest individual, but Sorores doesn't mind Amma starting something, because otherwise she doesn't know how to start something. Like, hey, do you want to go, like, walk through this botanical garden that not long opened up or something? Like, I heard it's pretty great. She doesn't know how. Yeah. They're both involved with flowers, after all. Oh, I should do Datura and Erebus together for Sprout Fight, if it's okay with you. They're both involved with flowers, after all. Yes, indeed! Like, I don't mind, because Datura's on my art fight, so... Like, you can log on and look at his reference, because the dork is right there. I do think her, because there's a gold part to Emma's dress. I do think it would be visible from the back. So is a sleeve. Got like Emma's hand like holding onto Sorora's arm for balance. Cause they're ballroom dancing in the middle of the forest. I feel like my chair arm is starting to come loose again. And my little toolbox can't fix. So there's Emma. Now let's get Sororez. I got the perfect idea for Gloom Rose art. Them looking at a little white rose blooming. Oh, that'd be adorable. Just looking at it, it's just like, just Erebus going like, this is fate. I'm sorry if Tatura pulled that same line from the Tamagotchi, living the dream, trying to like, I don't believe in fate. That'd be so funny. It's just like, this is fate. I don't believe in fate. And the lore I thought of, like, at work, because, like, I made up my mind to, like, try thinking of something to get through the day, like, earlier this week when my hand was starting to hurt. And I was just trying to muscle through the day. I finally figured out some lore for, or, like, as of my own headcanon for the Stars and Zatars. Like, I finally figured it back out, actually, if anything, because of how I just dumped all the lore, forgot it, because of work originally. But since things are getting better, I'm actually trying to rework out everything. It's just I couldn't remember anything. I'm just working it back out. I finally figured stuff out, and hilariously, it involved Datura. And it's the funniest thing. But I don't know if I should share it just yet, because there's like a really funny drawing I kind of want to make for Metopia based around it. And it's just because, and it's all the more of how I love making it to where it's like their canon self differs from their AU selves in some ways, and yet there are also many ways it's the same. Like, they didn't change much as you think they did. Draw him getting scolded by his Jizuki first husband. I mean, I don't know if I should share it or exactly yet or not, but I'd love to save that revelation for a Metopia drawing, because it would involve when we get to next door. Or just how dare you steal faces from innocent people. Pretty much. Except it's not exactly that. It's more along the lines of just like, in terms of canonicity, them having that moment of, oh, this guy. Because, like, Shruby thinks Datura is just a big jerk. Because it kind of is. Look at how he acts. He's a jerk. And and let me be real, one of the OCs of my, like, they're not the I can fix him, it's he's hopeless. It's a far cry from it. Just like, I can fix him. No, you can't. Because Aramis would have some funny conversations with that. Wrong way. I realize what would really go into fact of is that she's not used to taking direction or the lead like on her own. See, because they're trying to make her face look a bit more awkward. Like she's more like, so, and then Emma's like awestruck at the fact that she actually took direction at something. I actually might need to like, yeah. Maybe change your eyes a little bit. That's part of why it was bothering me. I might need to move her mouth down a little. Here, that looks a lot better, because now she actually looks awkward. So have you decided if the tourist should or should be shipped with anyone in your universe? See, that's the funny part. Because that involves part of the lore that I finally figured out. And it's basically set up to where it's kind of like, I guess you could say lore-wise, it's basically like how Mario travels to someplace else and he learns more about the world he lives in, but it's just of a farther off place. Like how we don't know anything about the Flower Kingdom, or the Bean Kingdom, or Sarasa Land until Mario actually goes there. But it's there in the world, it is. And I think an even better example is places like Rogueport and whatnot. And just things get funny from there because it's just that whole fact of the matter of like it being stuff he didn't know about. Neither did Bowser or Peach. So they go about, you know, learning things, and then they find out certain stuff in particular about essentially the stars and whatnot. Because in terms of like an overarching weapon world story, like Datura is involved. Like he basically face planted himself involved. Let's see. Oop. Oop. Don't want that. Does that mean no Gloomrose and Rovers? Well, I'll put it this way. Datura's single now. He's somebody's ex. I'll say that much. Unless I should elaborate farther. Unless I should elaborate farther. Like, I will say for a fact he's single now. Yeah, the leaves appear. Who's the ex? I'm curious. Alright, so I'll just show with my PNG tuber. Real quick though. Are you willing to take a guess? If you're willing to take a guess, I'm willing to hear. I'm willing to hear you out if you're willing to take a guess, because otherwise, like, I can just take the PNG tuber swap effect down and show who it was. Because my best hint is that I do have a PNG tuber of the character. Okay. Trying to get a sleeve for her. I won't say anything, you know why. Yeah, because I told you! Because I said, like, hey, wouldn't it be funny if, because that's exactly where my brain went in terms of figuring things out, like, connecting characters together, and it clicked. It clicked in my noggin. But again, if you're willing to take a guess... Yeah, huh. I have a PNG tuber of the character, and I don't... Smithy's... I'm sorry, this is just too funny, the picture. And Smithy's just like, it's like, you want to date that? I'm already wondering what I was thinking. Yeah, not a bad guess. It's a funny one, though. It's like, you want to fix that thing? Phyllis? You mean Rillis? It's not Rillis. Okay, so, would you believe me? Autocorrect. Would you believe me if I told you it was this guy? What? Listen, there's a reason. There is a backstory to this. There's an actual backstory here, and my hotkeys aren't wanting to work right now, so I have to go manually change. There we go. But yes, of all people, he's Telos' ex. But here's why. See, Telos in Datura used to actually have a very intertwined job until things in lore happened. And basically from there, Telos broke up with him. And because Telos originally actually, in terms of me figuring out lore and everything, Telos actually originally went by a different name and had a whole different body. And that is the body and the name that they had when they were with Datura. But then things happened, they split up, and Telos, you know, goes off and becomes the Telos we know, and runs into Emma. They adopt each other because Emma already had her own problems that she ran away from because she mentally couldn't handle them at the moment. And then comes in, you know, all the stuff with just like with the story plot happening. So yeah, things happen. Erebus, you're a lost Mothman. There's a reason why Telos would say, you can't fix that. You're not fixing it. I love that you're a lost Mothman. Yeah, he's mine now. I love it when people call Telos, listen here, Moth. Let alone you call him Mothman. But it's just that fact. Like, I'm expecting at Art Fight now to have a picture of Erebus just holding Datura and just saying that to tell us your lost Mothman. I'm expecting that or something similar now. Oh boy. Yeah, I think Datura, since otherwise in my canon, the original canon for his lore, he is single now, I would say he's pretty shippable with other characters. It's like with other OCs, he'd be shippable because he doesn't have anybody. It's like, yeah, and with the lore with him, it's that he's not looking for a partner because Telos already dumped him. But in terms of alternate universes, things can happen. He can have a change of heart. Because who's to say he doesn't learn from his mistakes of this is why Telos left your ass. Because there is a good reason Telos left him, but like but like it's a good explanation. Datura, I hate you both. Keep this in mind, Datura really wouldn't like Amma and Rillis either. Because keep this in mind. Like, Telos at first, yeah, has beef with Rillis. Because of what he and Amma had as a fallout. I'm trying to make this line flow in a way that, to me, looks natural. Good enough. Realize with how her sleeves are, I'm gonna want to make this part longer, but still very flowy. Erebus is just stubborn to quit on the turn. That's why it works. It's literally that there she is animation. Yeah. Like, pretty much. I mean, I have thought of doing an animation with Telos and Datura. What happens, essentially, when they meet up again. I've thought about it. But I'm not sure if I want to try doing one yet. And it's because, like, just the time it would take to put it together. Need to connect this line to the hem of her for headpiece. Yeah, that works. There we go. I think her coat would flow a bit outwardly. Yeah. They first met in Concordia, then Erebus accidentally fell in love because Ebo left him heartbroken. Oh. But I mean, even then, it's still just that fact with Datura. Like, Talos does have a reason to why he broke things off. And I'll be real, what's funny is it is a pretty Dungeons and Dragony level of plot. Look at him. No dancing. I was not Erebus holding Datura, but I can't draw poses for the life of me. I usually tend to look up pose references until I get the hang of drawing certain poses. Like, this is on a whim. Like, I know it's like, they're kind of tilted, because, like, she's kind of pulling Emma along like it's a ballroom dance, kind of. Albeit, ain't neither of them ballroom dancers. I won't deny that part. Neither of them are ballroom dancers, but it is still that fact alone, like, there's action in the fluidity to where, like, you can kind of sense from there, like, oh, they're dancing. Get her outfit. Got a couple. Go. They have gay versions of the poses. I mean, you gotta have different versions of the same pose. I mean, how else will you find, like, proper reference? Because I know I'm one of those people who's like, but I have a character of a certain build, I need to find a better pose for them. Or a pose that shows how that character would be, essentially how they would be held in that case. Though I think at that point, usually, like, I sometimes start to think of their body proportions. And it starts to make sense to me from there. Get the leaves colored in. Oh, I see. I colored in one of the lines, but I don't know how far back that goes. I think I can see how far back it goes. If it lets me go back far enough. Which ain't too far back. It's just I know that line isn't going to be very helpful if it stays. Because it was from when I dyed in her hair. I'm trying to move. There we go. I'll draw Erebus and deter the yeah. So let's get Emma. There we go. Got the post sketch. That's good. That means it's already coming together. Let's see. There we go. Saving would be a great idea, yeah. Get that saved. I think I have a stamp that'll fit. see. Maybe make them smaller would be a good idea.
Oh, you already have one.
Yeah, I already have a drink.
Alright, I was only coming by because, you know, I needed food.
Yeah, gonna get something to eat. I see that now.
Yeah, I'm feeling woozy.
What you think of them, though?
Oh, they're adorable. Absolutely precious.
Just because Amazon is like, she wants to dance with me?
Oh, it's so cute. It's so stinky.
It is. It's just like, because Soros is just that shy.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Love you, sweetheart.
Love you. Let's get the foreground. This one I want to give it some texture. Because then it makes it look like it's actually got leaves. Got the base post, that's good. I have a blur tool though. I think I do. Yeah. Oof. Then yeah, it plays on how you're more focused at what's in front of them. Straw. Into the trees. but I can just smooth them around. Motivation went out, so time to shift to Mimitopia. Oh. Hey, hopefully you get it back soon. Go ahead and blow that layer. realized I missed to do something that I meant to do. I meant to make this darker. Getting there. One last little detail, and that'd be the grass. One second. I keep forgetting my wrist still hurts. Where'd you guys get the hot chocolate? Oh, they wish to be closer with each other. Oh. Thank you. see. That would be my alarm. Gotta do with the ruler. What's going on with it? Of course, my headphones start to die. Of course. Oh. Because of the low battery sound effect, I almost didn't hear that. But I'm stretching.
Want me to charge those and you use the other pair?
Huh?
Want me to charge those and you use another
But I said, like, honey, they would completely disconnect from everything. Like, no music and everything.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't set it up with my other ones yet. But from what I've been told, y'all don't hear the notification like I do.
I mean, we hear, especially, release all the sounds that are trapped in your mind.
No, the low battery.
Oh, no, we don't hear that. Just trying to help is all.
It's fine. Just they can be charged later.
Alright, after stream.
Yeah.
Love you.
Bye. I think I'm starting to get an idea on how to fix it.
fireflies.
My guess is this looks pretty dreamlike. What do y'all think? I mean, Emma's definitely in awe. So... let's see. There we go. It's beautiful. Thank you. Let me add... a little Colby. There we go. Did it say? type of file I needed to. Let's see. No, that's only a TIFF. Okay. Alrighty. Well, that's my doodle, and I know my wrist is starting to ache even more now since I've agitated it a little. But I got art done. And it is beautiful. So beautiful. I keep looking at their faces and like the mist. And it's just the enamoring of just Sora is finally having courage. Just, oh, they're so cute. I love them. But I'll end it here. And tomorrow we'll be playing either Metopia, or we might be doing more art. It depends on my mood. I don't know. I feel in a bit of an artsy mood. Oop. But we shall see. I realized that was the wrong screen. But we shall see. We will see. But y'all have a good night now. Y'all and see you later.